Saints Row 2 finally makes its assault on the PC, but it's unfortunately not worth the wait. Like its console counterpart, it's a morality-free alternative to GTA 4, an unremorseful descent into mindless mayhem. Fans of the original Saints Row won't notice any major advancements in either the gameplay or storytelling though, and there are some truly haunting technical problems around every turn. Saints Row 2 does retain the feeling of unrepentant joy sandbox fans long for, but the technical problems put a damper on reliving the role of Stillwater's favorite immoral dirtbag. Unleashing unprovoked havoc on the streets of Stillwater can be as much fun on the PC as it was on the consoles, but while the core elements have made the transition intact, the visuals have taken a serious hit. On a PC that exceeds the recommended requirements, Saints Row 2 has a choppy frame rate and jarring pop-in that makes driving a pain. Firefights are particularly agonizing. Trying to mow down a target from afar, even a stationary one, is a matter of luck more than dexterity. Anyone planning to play this game on a modest PC rig should proceed with caution. The missions are predominantly drive and shoot, with 3 gangs opposing you as well as various law enforcement agencies. The majority of missions boil down to raiding a building and killing everyone who moves. It's not the most original concept, but the unrestrained freedom makes the missions in Saints Row 2 so much fun. Enemies can be killed at any time using any weapon in your arsenal, be it a pistol, rocket launcher, or just tossing them around like a ragdoll. This freedom extends to every element in the game, letting you take down enemies in whatever manner you see fit. You can also partake in side quests, which are much more original than the standard missions and distract you from the story. Riding a flaming go-kart or fending off waves of zombies is a blast. Saints Row 2 fully embraces its sandbox moniker, letting you carve your own path of destruction without any arbitrary strings tying you down. Playing co-op with a friend is a lot of fun, and it's well implemented. The entire city is open to your crime wave whims. Just make sure you have an understanding with your cooperative pal. One person's violent actions will set cops loose on both players. The human interaction makes an already great campaign even better. There are also a few competitive multiplayer modes, but they aren't quite as engaging as their cooperative portions. But they can provide some excitement in brief bursts. Controls that were so smooth in the console iterations feel uneven on the PC. You'll have no problem running around the city using either a controller or a keyboard and mouse combination, but the subtle combat maneuvers that were possible in the console versions have been hampered here because of the inconsistent frame rate. Before, it was possible to target specific parts of your enemy's bodies with ease, letting you cripple your opposition with a happy smile on your face. But long-range fighting is now a painstaking affair, forcing you to make the fights much more intimate. The aiming is unreliable, and the lack of a lock-on ability or cover mechanic will force you to run up to enemies and seize them for temporary cover or to quickly dispose of them. Don't get me wrong, grabbing enemies and hurling them 20 feet in the air is devilishly fun, but the other aspects of combat are too inconsistent to be rewarding. It's a shame the PC port is so poor, because the core of Saints Row 2 is still a blast. The great cooperative integration, unique activities, and senseless chaos are just as creative and silly as they were in the console iterations, but everything is hampered by severe technical problems. If you have a powerful gaming rig, you can create some serious havoc in Saints Row 2, but for everyone else, this lazy port should be avoided.